Yo, what's good, guys? BO6 has a whole lot of settings that they added in and that they're changing for some reason, and just a whole lot of stuff going on with the settings. I thought I'd make a video to kind of just go through what the pros are using, what the best people are using, what I use, just to kind of help people out, because I know there's a lot of confusion regarding like sensitivity, dead zones, just stuff like that. Um, this is my first real YouTube video. It took me way too long to edit, way longer than it should have. Hopefully I'll be getting more out. I have one on like class setups that I'm currently in the process of doing and just stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with just normal controller settings. First big change was they changed the sensitivity. I'll put in a chart that shows exactly what each value means and stuff. Essentially, a 1.0 is a 4, and then it goes up by zero point 0.2 for every one sensitivity you would have changed in the past. We'll just start from the top though. So for the button layout, run tactical unless you have paddles. I mean, this game with the Omni movement, you pretty much have to be able to slide and dive everywhere. So definitely run tactical. Everything else in here, pretty normal, except for dead zone. I'll just go through this because a lot of people don't know this. If you put your left stick max to a lower value, it essentially lets you strafe significantly quicker than anyone else. So the second you see someone and you start moving your left stick, you're already strafing at max speed, which when you see people just absolutely break your ankles, their left stick max is probably pretty low. I recommend 60 to 70. I keep it on the high end because I'm an AR player, so I like to have a little bit more control of where I'm moving. And same goes for the left stick min. Keep it pretty low. The only reason mine is up to 2 is because my stick drift on the left stick is absolutely terrible. But keep this as low as possible. And you actually want to constantly be moving, so set it lower than what your stick drift is, which is kind of weird, but just trust me on that, it'll help a lot. For the right stick min max, I mean, y'all do you, whatever feels best. Try to keep that as low as possible though. And for the trigger, just put it at 1. For sensitivity multiplier, I run 0.9, a lot of people run 0.95, a lot of people run 1. I mean, it just depends on how much help you need. If you're an AR player, 0.9 is completely fine. If you're using the Jackal, I'd try to keep it close to 1 for sure. Pretty much everyone's running tac sprint assist. It just makes the game flow infinitely better. You don't have those like clunky periods of just like walking. Rest of this pretty much up to you. I will mention corner slice because you definitely need that turned off if you want to be competitive in this game. What pretty much happens is even if you aren't next to a corner or anything, the game is constantly searching for something. So if there's ever a surface around you, it just completely screws up your aim. And it says it doesn't actually affect your aim, which it doesn't, but it does visually affect it. So your gun's gonna start doing a ton of weird stuff, and when that starts happening, it's just really hard to hit shots consistently. For slide dive behavior, I run tap to slide. A lot of people are running hybrid. It's honestly just personal preference. Then the rest of this is pretty much all personal preference as well. And then for graphics, I have a couple things. One of them, make sure these 3 are off and make sure this is on. And then turn that up to honestly as much as you like. I keep it at 70. Once you turn this off, it gets really hard to see stuff if you're on console. So if you're on console, make sure to leave the fidelity cast on and turn it up. Then for view, I run 105. Completely personal preference as long as it's above 100. Completely up to you. Anything below 100, now you're starting to get into you're not going to be able to see everything, but just keep it above 100. Then the other big one is the ADS field of view. 100% keep that unaffected. There's no reason that should be on independent. If you put it on independent, your gun is going to feel like it has 10 times more recoil. So just definitely keep it unaffected. The rest of these, pretty much personal preference. I would put this on least, and I would also turn inverted flashbang on. Then for audio, we're on console. I'm on console. I personally hate this advanced headphone mode. I mean, you can run it if you want. I'm pretty sure it actually technically does help. It just makes the game sound so terrible, in my opinion, that I'm not about to have to relearn where footsteps are. I was just scrolling on YouTube and I saw that a lot of people were making videos and asking about the aim response curve type, and I thought I'd just throw it in here. Um, use dynamic. Just use dynamic. If you've been playing on standard or linear, when you switch to dynamic, you're gonna be missing everything. Just stick it out and keep trying, because I promise you, once you kind of get a hang of what dynamic does, it is much, much better and much more consistent. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this is my first video, so I know it's not the most perfect thing on the planet, but I will be posting some more, hopefully getting a little better and being more efficient when it comes to actually making these videos. Yeah, I appreciate it.